Hello everyone! Welcome to the next episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragon Types, a 5e adventure. I'm your Dungeon Master, Pickled Dill, and with me I have Ace the Wind Rider playing...
Vim, struggling bug, but still strong.
Plus playing...
Mob the Meowth with a sense of deja vu and a Giratina facade.
And the Storybuster playing...
I'm playing Cadit, the Charcadet, who's picked up a cold in the few seconds of things happening.
But yes, one thing worth addressing is that this is not the original session 15. Unfortunately, for some reason my audio in that was terrible, to the point it was unlistenable, so sadly that has been sacrificed. But this also gives us opportunity to do things very differently, so this will not just be a replay of what came before. Instead, our party is going into a whole new world, perhaps more literally than one would think. But before we get to the new, let's have the old. Buster, would you be so kind as to recap us on the last session?
Of course I can. So, for those of you who haven't watched session 14, first of all, go watch session 14 now. Right, they've gone. Right, so session 14, we rejoined the group after having defeated some missing node-shaped creatures. We fought a skeleton, a ghost, a dinosaur, all sorts of things to save a Smoochum, who no one likes. After saving the Smoochum, we decided we needed to go look for a Rapidash or Ponyta, I don't remember which one, who had gone missing, a leader of the Hegemony clan. As we scour through the city, we eventually found a church, not only being the last known location of the Ponyta / Rapidash, but also the source of the power which was making everything strange in this world, forcing me to laugh, for Mob to go colourblind, and for Vim to become a unicorn but with a sword. We fought our way up some stairs, someone fell to their death, it was quite tragic. Gadit found his lost child, who happens to be a Shroomish. Mob is Giratina, but not Giratina, he's just Giratina's image. And we found ourselves in the centre of the eye of the storm, so to speak. And we looked back and forth, we spoke about it for a few minutes, how to save this. Was it a Munna or Mushana?
A Mushana. Mushana named Morpheus.
That was it, who was the Hegemony was trying to overtake using their gems. Mob became an open brain surgeon and stuffed his fingers into the gem, and that is where we're rejoining.
Excellent, thank you, Buster, and you're absolutely right. That is where you're rejoining. As Mob, you stick your Dark-type claw into the gem and you try to flick it out. However, as you do, you have a moment of realization, oh, this is a terrible idea, before all three of you feel lurching behind your stomachs.
I do feel this is a terrible idea now, yeah.
Cadit, you wake up in a place, you don't know how you know it, but you know that it is called Melancholia. It is a dungeon. Literally, a dungeon. It is dank, cold, not very nice. There is just an air of grimness permeating this like shadow. In the distance, you see some portraits that seem intentionally dimmed. Maybe they're dusty, maybe it's bad light, but it seems as though the images themselves have been darkened. What would you like to do?
Oh god, this is not where I want to be. Are Mob and Vim with me?
No.
Oh no.
You're all alone as far as you can tell, Cadit.
Oh, Stellaby's always by my side.
Funnily enough, you don't feel her either.
Oh god.
In fact, it hurts you, the knowledge, like, it feels almost like she's ignoring you, like she's angry at you, like you're being spurned.
Oh god, my boss is angry at me. Alright,
Every possible awful reason that you could feel bad about yourself right now, you do.
Oh good. Cadit needs more of that. So, you said there was pictures which looked like there should be photos in them, but they're like dulled, is that correct?
Yeah, they're dim to the point where, from a distance, you can't even see what they are. You just see that they are, like, deeply, darkly faded.
I will approach one.
Okay, you approach the nearest one. As you do, you feel a voice in your head, an old man voice. Cadit, can you hear me? You don't know this voice.
Yes, stranger. How can I help you?
Please, help me. These are my memories. I need you to light them. I need you to find the light in them and bring them back. Help me find the... Silence cuts like a knife. No. Cadit. My friend.
I don't like this.
You feel an unfortunate kinship in this voice. You feel the reverberation of the hegemony in this voice. Don't listen to him, Cadet. Help me, and I will help you. What you need to do is light these up. Burn in the pain. Score in the agony. Weaken him. Weaken him so that we can give him the gift. It's not just for us, you see. There is a benefit to... No! Please! Please don't listen to her. Please, give me the fortitude to fight on. My granddaughter needs me. Please, Cadet. No! You hear these voices warring in your head,
God.
trying to push each other back. Please,
Right.
Cadet, if I am given the gift, my granddaughter, she will live the same cursed life you have. Think of your brother. Yes, think of your brother. Think of what a Mashana could reach. Perhaps into his world, into his dream. You could see him again, get it? No, please, I'm a good man. This is the sort of argument railing in your head.
Oh, good. I didn't know I needed therapy today. Alright, I'll look into these photos and I'm trying to distinguish how I could bring back any colour or light to them. Just trying to make out any finer details in the room.
Okay, as you approach the first one, you see it is almost like a slow motion film clip. You see, a young Muna. He's playing, then unfortunately, a Pokemon jumps out behind him and scares him. It's a Scraggy. And for a second he's scared, he's startled, but then once the shock fades, they start laughing. That they're childhood friends. You think that perhaps there's a point you need to emphasize. To roll wisdom for me, just a straight wisdom save.
19.
Oh, the 19, yeah, the voices are just telling you, The voice of the hegemony is like, burn in that moment of fright, Cadet. It was terrifying. Make him feel the fear. Burn the rest away. No, please. I was with friends. Remind me of the joy of childhood friendship, Cadet. Please. That is what matters, not fear. Camaraderie. You have comrades.
Why did we do someone else first?
Also, I guess with intelligence, I'll give you another freebie since you got a 19. You think that this is like film. And like film, it can either be illuminated by putting a light behind it, or it can be burnt very easily.
Oh, I assumed that's what I had to do. Oh god.
The image
Pickle,
keeps...
you're brilliant.
The image keeps replaying. You see,
You're a bastard.
both are true. And you know what? I'm gonna be nice. Let's cut over to one of our friends now, while you...
No. Please
Reflect
don't.
on this.
Please don't. Please let me sit in this moment for just a bit longer, please.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I'm joking. I won't curse. I
Cadet,
won't curse.
would you like some time to think over the moral decision you're about to make?
Can I talk to the voices? Have they responded
Sure.
to the noises I've made?
Sure, you can speak to them, absolutely.
What kind of reward are we talking about if I burn these?
You hear a neighing laughter. I told you, Cadet, if we can weaken him, if we can give him the gift so he stops resisting, his power could benefit us all, but especially you. He walks in the realm of dreams, Cadet. Where do you think you are now? Where does your brother currently reside?
Right.
Please, no. Please, think of your brother. He wouldn't want you to do this. He would want you to do the right thing.
Pickle, you're a bastard.
You can't know that. You can't ask him that. Because he's lost to you now. This might be your best way to speak with him, Cadet. Don't you miss him? Don't you want to live up to the man he was? Those are the arguments now currently raging in your head. Would you like to inspect any of the other paintings before you make your decision?
I will start slowly piling the paintings together. I
Cool.
will look. I'll take time to examine all of them.
Cool.
So
You
if
see
if you want to paint beautiful scenes for me,
Sure. You see this Mushana, now a man, with another Mushana. It looks like it's a wedding day. He's so happy. He's so in love. But his mother is unhappy. She's furious. She's giving askance glances. She's gonna ruin everything if something doesn't happen soon. Then you see the same secondary Mushana, the one you presume is his bride. She's giving him a baby Muna. He's never been so happy in all his life, but she looks so weak. She might die. Then he's at a graveside. His heart is broken, the love of his life is gone, but the little Muna, she holds him. She is the light in his world now. Then you see another scene. He's with another younger Muna. The child Muna is now a woman. She's had a child of her own. She's trusting him to care for his grandchild. But he looks away for a second, and it trips. It bangs its face. It's all his fault. He should have been more careful. These are the portraits you see of his life.
Alright, just as an understanding, do I truly believe that this Mushana could help Kadit's situation at home? Could it help his brother?
I'm gonna let you decide whether you believe that or not. 'Cause, I mean, you know the hegemony lie, but by the same token, it's plausible. He is a dream walker, and what is a coma but a long sleep? Maybe he could reach, or maybe the hegemony are just telling you what they know you want to hear, so you'll do what they want.
Oh god, damn it, man.
I will mention yours is probably my favourite of the 3 trials.
I don't know what to do. I honestly...
The Buster torture is real.
God damn, man. Kadit is probably just sat staring at all of them. He has no idea what to do. There is a fire in his hands, and he just doesn't know how to use it right now.
They're both
He's probably
still, they're both still nagging you. One is going, yes, destroy it. You've gathered them good. While the other's like, no, you've seen my life. You've seen my family. Please spare me for them. I love them so much. You love your family, Kadit. Please have mercy.
Mushana, do you think you can help my brother?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I could try, but I won't lie to you to get what I want. I don't know. I've never tried something like that before. He's trying to avoid it. He's lying. He's manipulating you, get it? No, please. You have another question?
What happens if I set you free? Do all of us just get ejected? Or do you kill all of us?
You will be allowed to go free. You will. You did not come here by choice, but the interlopers, the hegemony, I will trap them in the depths of my mind forever. They're monsters, Kadit. They can't be let free.
Shit, there's hegemony outside. Right, then if I do this, the first place you're going is to my home. And you're helping my brother.
Yes.
And if you don't, that grandkid of yours, they're gonna burn like the rest of this city.
Please. It's just, he's like, I understand. Thank you. No. The voice is getting angry.
He'll push the first one up and just produce a flame behind it to reflect the film.
As that happens, the hegemony voice grows more angry. Don't forget, Kadit, we have your family. We can still make you pay. We've shown you kindness. We've given you a chance. Don't throw that away for this Mushana, Kadit. Are you still lighting behind the film?
Oh my god, I'm now questioning whether the hive mind can reach out of here.
I'll give you a freebie. You know it can't.
Oh yeah, no.
Because the bubble blocked them. That's why you have to go in and find Susie and Promethea.
Yep, I hate you guys so fucking much. And I swear, every step I can take to ruin your organization, to stop you at every step of your pathetic attempt to take over whatever you can, I will do so. And I hope your life in this place is miserable, because fuck you. And he'll just start rolling through the film.
Okay, you hear the laughter. It actually can be heard. You see the fright portion fades, and it's just him laughing with his friends. You see him holding his child. You see him playing with his grandchild and staring into the eyes of his wife. This place grows warmer with it. The gloom fades away. You no longer believe Celebi is angry at you. You think that might have just been an illusion of this place to try and make you feel weak and isolated and afraid. You realize this is not a dungeon. This is a gallery. It's a place where precious things are kept. And with that, we cut over to Vim. Vim, you are in your hive. It is being attacked. The monster is here. You know this day. You've been here before. Vim! Help us, defend! Help us! Ah! In the distance you hear death. Vim, you're the strongest of us. Please fight that monster so we can get away. Please, Vim. Ah! Smash, the crashing of carapaces, the rending of bugs. You can't see it, but you can hear it. Just over the lip of the hive. You're in the opening chamber right now.
Like, Vim's just looking. Is there like anyone? Where's the monster? Where is it?
You can't see it. It's over the lip of the hive. You are currently, think an anthill. You are directly under the hole. You see blood spraying through the hole and bodies being flung through it, but you cannot actually see. You'll need to leave the hive to confront the monster.
There's no one else in the hive, is there?
You see other members of like your hive, but they're just terrified. They don't know what to do. They're just all begging Vim to protect them, calling him the strongest of them.
Vim is going to start peeking out.
Cool. Are you wanting to avoid being seen by the monster?
Yeah.
Roll a stealth check with advantage.
18.
18? Yeah, easy. Also, give me a d20 roll if you please.
Oh, okay. I had to do the d20 roll. It's a 16.
Yep, nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay, Vim, you poke your head out, and you see a monster massacring bugs everywhere. Bugs you've known all your life. And as the spray of dirt and blood obscures, you recognize the monster. And it's you.
What?
It can't see you, so it just keeps massacring bugs. They will die unless you intervene. They will all die, and you know this.
Vim is feeling a lot right now. This day is very familiar to Vim. However, Vim had always hoped he'd be ready for this day, but Vim knows he's still a small bug. Vim is trying to find the strength, but it's hard. But Vim is can I get out, like kind of crawl out of the, I know I peeked out, but kind of just crawl out? Am I still unseen?
Sure, you can keep moving without breaking stealth.
Okay. Vim's going to kind of sneak out of the hill, out of the hive, and just I see a giant me. Is that right?
Not a giant you, just above average you. It's pretty much a reflection of you, as you are, though its eyes are filled with malice and hate.
Oh, that's even more perplexing. Vim feels conflicted, but Vim is going to, hey, just like calls out to it.
Okay, by the way, Vim, roll me an intelligence save if you please, with advantage.
Ooh, okay, that's going to be a 13.
Cool. With a 13, you have a sudden realization. There was no Reggie. You killed your hive. You killed them all because you hated them. Because you are a monster and you live for nothing but battle. Then you hear a voice. No! Vim! Vim, don't believe that! Vim, you're not a monster! No, Vim. Feel your hate. You are a monster. You're a demon. You live to kill. Now kill that. Kill your faker. As you hear those voices in your head, and you call out, the other Vim turns to you. Hello, Vim. I can't do a good Vim voice. Sorry.
No, you do good.
I actually really like the imperfect so.
Yeah, I like it.
Hello, Vim. So, you've finally found your way back here. Happy memory?
You are Bug?
I'm you, Vim. I'm the real you.
Vim, you killed bugs?
Yes, we killed them all, Vim. How do you think you got so strong? They didn't see it coming. They thought you were small. They mocked you for being small. How wrong they were. Why do you think you always say bugs never die? It's denial. Vim, roll insight for me with advantage.
Oh, sweet. Nat 20.
Cool. As you hear the elderly voice in your head just telling you it's not true, you believe that. That doesn't make sense that you would make the phrase bugs never die if you killed bugs. Something's wrong here. Something's very wrong here.
Vim is a monster?
Yes, Vim is a monster. Remember that
Yeah.
monkey? Remember Ced? Remember those Diglett? Remember Big Vinny? All of them. Vim kill.
Vim kill, but Vim not let die. And like, I may have killed. I only kill to survive. But no matter how many times I have to take life, I always keep with me every single memory. My whole hive is with me. Even the ones I didn't like, even the monsters, the creatures I have to fight, they stay with me. Bugs never die. Pokemon never die. We live on. Vim is a monster. Vim is a monster who will keep fighting, but will take with him everything. Vim is not you.
As you say that, the ghosts of those you have killed, Sino, Big Vinny, the various bugs you've lost along the way, start standing beside you and just repeating, bugs never die. Bugs never die. 10, 50, 100. And as you continue to talk, this Vim looks afraid of them. He recoils, he gasps, and then when you finally say that you are not him, he screams and is gone. Your hive is at peace, Vim, though whether your soul will be, well, that's up to you. And now, Mob. You ready, buddy?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've been. Ooh, this has been a roller coaster for me, even though it's plus not I'm out there, but that's breaking the fourth wall, not the 3.5. So let's go.
Mob, you find yourself in a place that you know to be called Cupidus Vitae. It's a cluttered room. It is boundless. You don't think you could see the end if you tried, and there is all manner of junk. If you think of it, it is there. It is cluttered, it is disorganized. You don't really know why it is this way. It is everything, if that makes sense. However, you are not alone. As, in a voice you know, hello brother, Grunt approaches you.
Right. Yeah. Wait, no, I already know that.
Actually, you're right.
And told me you were alive.
You do know, so in that case, my mistake, it is Retifa
No, I thought-
who approaches you.
Mama, you okay?
Don't call me that, Mob. You killed me.
No, that's extra. With different coat colors. You see, it's different.
He may have been the one who did it, but why he did it, why it got done, that's 'cause I stuck my neck out for you, you filthy stray.
But you're not wrong.
But you know what? You can pay me back, Mobby. You're in this place, between what is, what was, what could be. Way I see it, one life come in, one life come out. Don't really matter which one's which. So I just want you to be a good boy and lie down. Pay me back for my kindness. Die for me. No, Mob, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her, Mob. The voice of an unfamiliar man fills your head. You must live. She wouldn't want this, Mob. That's not her.
What the hell's going on? Mama wouldn't say that, but she's done a lot more good than I have.
That's not her, Mob. No, Mob. That's just your selfishness speaking. You're right, she has done more good than you. And think of the good she could continue to do. What is one worthless life to that? No, life is precious, Mob. She entrusted the future to you. She believed in you, Mob. She wouldn't say that. That is the argument now going on in your head. All the while, Retifa is advancing on you with an intent to kill.
Oh, I actually had to be killed. I can't just be left in the purgatory ward while she abandons me here. That's not traumatic enough. All right, cool. Yeah, that makes about as much sense as anything. Yeah.
No, you must be killed. However, roll intelligence with advantage. There's a pretty easy check, so I doubt you'll mess it up.
Oop. First roll is an 8. Second roll is a 16 plus my 2 in advantage for a I said 16, right? Yeah, dirty 18.
Oh yeah, easy pass. The check was a 5. Ooh. Yeah. It occurs to you that you are faster than Retifa and you're more agile. You could, climb some of the piles of junk. You could hide among the assorted detritus. You think you could probably avoid her if you wish. You don't have to stand here and take this, as the male voice is urging you not to. He's probably even crying in your head, "Run, Mob, run!" While the other
I can
voice,
always do that. I am a coward.
Yes, while the other voice is going, "No, do one good thing with your worthless life and end it."
Yeah, I didn't think she would me dead like this. It kind of reminds me of my actual mama. Dungeon Master, I'm gonna feline agility away.
Sure, are you just gonna run between the stacks, or are you gonna try and climb something or hide in something?
Yeah, I'm gonna acrobatics my way up and away from her, I guess.
Okay, make the check with advantage.
First roll is a 4. Oh, second roll is a 15 plus, if I'm using acrobatics, it's a plus 6, so dirty 21.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okie doke. You make it to the top of like a big dresser, and then there are a stack of books on top of it. You are well out of her range. You think you're pretty good. Let us see what Retifa does in response. In response, Retifa approaches it and just starts shaking the cabinet. She's trying to drop you. Make
Oh, shit.
an athletics save.
Thankfully, I still have Whispers from Beyond in athletics, so I have a little bit of proficiency in there, so it's
Also-
not a negative.
Take it as writ that until I say otherwise, everything is with advantage.
Okay, bet. First roll was an 8, second roll was a 5, so I'm going to take that 8 plus 1 for a 9.
Okay. Unfortunately, Mob, you do fall. You land on your back, disproving the old saying about cats.
I wasn't never good at that. That was shit. Oh fuck. That was fuck. That was always mook.
She used up her movement to do that, so now it's back to you. You are prone, but you could probably still, get away from her again. You're probably about 5 feet from her now because you fell off the cabinet she's standing beside.
Yeah, I'm gonna, what would I have to do? Sacrifice half movement to get up?
Half my movement to get up, yep.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice half my movement, and then I'll move 20 feet away from her.
Cool, are you going to stay on this level? Are you going to try and hide? Are you going to try and climb? What do you see, Mob? Remember, anything you think of, you could probably find in this room.
Anything I can think of, I can probably find this room. Some really thick ass curtains that like really hold in this like scent of smoke when you smoke indoors for some reason.
Sure, Mob, you see curtains on a rack. You
Fuck
see,
yeah.
like, you even see like a little, those windows that have a little seat beside them, kind of like a reading nook sort of thing?
Yeah.
You see like a detached one of those with thick curtains. You could hide in that pretty easily if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action hide.
Cool. Give me a stealth check.
First roll is a 13. Second roll is a nat 20 plus my 8 in stealth for a 28.
Oh yeah, that is perfect. You hide. Retifa does not find you. Tough luck. Cool. She takes a minute to find you. Then the curtains swing open. Mobby the coward. Mobby the loser. Always running away. Okay, Mob. Unfortunately, you take 1 level of exhaustion. As she says this, a bit of you does feel, maybe it would be best. You're so tired. So tired of all the running and the fear and the anger and the bloodshed. You can easily shrug this aside, but you do feel, just for a moment, that fatigue, as you now have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah. Why can't she just walk out of here? Why do I gotta die? Why it's gotta be you, Ma?
What would you like to do? It is back to you. Would you like to try and, persuade her like that? Would you like to try and run from her? Would you like to hide again?
Yeah, well, in this alternate timeline where my persuasion is not fucked up, yeah, I'm going to go for the persuasion.
You're going to have persuasion? Okay.
First roll is a 5. Second roll is a 12 plus my 5 for a dirty 17.
Unfortunately, she just scowls at you and says, I can't leave. I'm dead, remember? Thanks to you. As she says that, she touches you. You feel a sharpness, like not a cutting, but more a something has just wounded your soul. Take a 2nd level of exhaustion.
Oh no. Okay. I'm fucked up.
Back to you.
Do I hear anything from Ced in any of the other shadows?
Nope. You're shockingly alone. You do hear the 2 voices, one saying, run, Mob, protect yourself, this isn't her, and the other saying, surrender, submit, it's peaceful. With 2 levels of exhaustion, you also have halved speed, I should remind you.
I do have half speed, you are correct.
In that case, I'm already kind of fucked. I'm a cornered cat, and I'm scared. Dungeon Master,
Yes.
I'm going for a Fury Swipes.
Do it. You got your advantage. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit and then D4, right?
Assuming you hit, yes.
Is roll to hit with advantage?
Yes, roll to hit is with advantage.
Thank God, because the first roll was a crit fail. The second roll is a 2, so I'm missing.
Unfortunately, she steps back. Unfortunately, because... Are you moving? You still have movement. Half movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage back 20 feet is all I got.
Cool, you move 20 feet. Are you going to try and move vertically at all, or still just running between corridors?
Running between corridors probably sounds smartest right now.
Cool. Mob, make me an intelligence save, please, though it's a flat roll for you because you have disadvantage on all checks because of your exhaustion.
Flat roll is a 17 plus 2 for a dirty 19.
Oh yeah, easy. Basically, the voice of the man is coming through louder than the voice telling you to quit right now. It's starting to occur that maybe he does have some validity to him. Maybe this isn't Mama Ratifa.
Yeah, but at this point I can believe it. I was a little late to start fighting now, but I ain't never had much to fight with in the beginning, so I'll do what I can.
He's basically saying, yes, fight if you must. Do what you must to live. It's like, you would hurt your own mother? You despicable stray.
Well, you already said it yourself. You ain't my real mother.
Okay, she approaches. She's gonna take another jab at you. Let's see if she can get you. No, she's not. She swings at you, tries to touch your soul again, but this time, perhaps a little bolstered by the knowledge that it ain't her, you avoid it. Back to you, Mob.
I'm not betting on Fury Swipes again, because this shit ain't... Well, piss on it, I am. Have I been able to sit still? Because I did describe myself as using feline agility that first time. I moved away.
Yes, I would argue that while you were hiding, you were sitting still. I'll give you that.
Okay, I'm going to double speed back to 40 real quick to circle around to try and attack from a blind spot or like a flank.
Sure, have sneak attack.
I'm going to go for another... Appreciate it. I'm going to go for another Furious Swipes.
Roll to hit.
That's an 18 plus 6.
Cool.
Or a dirty 24.
Roll a d4. If it is a 4, roll again.
That's a 4.
Roll again.
That's a 4.
Roll again.
And I think I lost the d4. No, I didn't.
Third roll. That's a 2. So
cool.
Just 2.
You do 10 damage to her. You slash her. And as you do, you feel your own will to live leeching back into you. Remove 1 level of exhaustion. Now it's her chance to strike at you again. She does not hit. Back to you, Mob. You gonna keep attacking?
You know what? Yeah, I'm just Fury swiping away at this point.
Roll to hit again.
That there's a 19, actually.
Oh yeah, roll damage.
That's a 3.
Cool. You do 3 damage further. As you do, you feel your first wave of exhaustion fade away. You're back to normal. You're feeling less depressed now.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay, disengage. Good. You gonna move? You gonna run?
Yep, full speed away.
Cool. She uses her half speed.
Gonna make her come to me.
Yep, she uses her speed to chase you, but she is not nearly as fast as you. She moves 30 feet. She is still close enough that you can get to her, but not close enough she can do anything to you.
Can I still manifest a Night Slash?
Yes, I'll say you can manifest. Well, Night Scratch.
The one claw.
Yes,
yeah, Night
one
Scratch.
claw.
The one claw,
Night
Scratch.
Yes, with 1 claw.
Did I make a concentration check to mix moves real quick for some extra power?
What do you think you're mixing?
I want to mix Air Cutter and Night Slash to power it up and give it some extra range.
I would argue you are not yet experienced enough with Night Slash to do that.
That's fair enough. I'll just go for a regular Air Cutter then while
Cool.
she's running at me.
Roll to hit with advantage.
That's a 15 plus 6 for a dirty 21 to hit.
Yep. As you strike her, she blows away, now that she no longer has your, basically, despair to sustain her. And as she does,
Thank
you
you.
feel your will to live return entirely. Then, Mob, you fall through darkness. Vim, you fall through darkness. Cadet, you fall through darkness. Then, the darkness becomes the pink smoke of a battlefield as you find yourselves touching down, not too hard, but not too soft either, on a strange, foamy, for want of a better word, it is ground, but you can only see about a foot ahead of you in any direction because the pink smog is so thick. As you do, you hear the grunts of your teammates as they land very near you.
Boys! Oh shit, thank God. Thank you, Arzies. I was... Okay, that was...
Oh, I'm hugging them. I'm hugging my boys. I was terrified. I'm hugging my boys.
Vim
And
is
what-
like just on his just on his back, just kind of like flailing up, like trying to flail his legs to roll over like a upside down turtle.
I'm guessing this place wasn't a lot of fun for either of you two either.
No, I should never do what I did again. That was stupid. Oh my fucking
I
sweet.
can't help but feel like you do
Ooh.
things without thinking them through too often. I'm
Yeah,
recalling.
I'm a real hasty character. You know, it's like I'm playing some kind of like nerdy ninja boy in a game who really has like this fixation with like being real fast about stuff and just runs headlong into danger. I really shouldn't play that way.
Vim has demons.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? The fuck is a
You have
boy or a human?
That's
rather.
right. That's right. You don't know it. That you've never heard the term human.
We have
I
a
think we're
we have a ninja, so I feel like ninjas.
Yeah, ninja. You have. Yeah, you could be a
Oh.
ninja baby Pokemon, a nerdy ninja baby Pokemon. That's a concept you'd know.
What the hell, man? Why you got to do me like this?
Listen, I'm just glad you guys. You know what? Mob is like kissing their foreheads and shit. He's so like happy this shit wasn't real. Like holy fuck.
Right. Now what? What? I mean, that was awful, right? Like.
I nearly thought about cutting my own throat a few times. See, that was pretty awful.
Vim has the weight of the
wasn't
world
that
on his
bad.
shoulders.
That was more like mine. Well, what
Well-
next? Oh, we done?
Mob.
I don't think so yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dungeon Master.
Would you be so kind as to give me 2 D8 rolls and then 2 D100 rolls? You triggered the effects twice during your dream, but unfortunately it couldn't reach you then. It can reach you now.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I
goody.
forgot to set up a D100 roller.
So good.
My first D8 roll is a 3. My first D100 roll is a 96.
96. Okay.
My
Cool.
second D8 roll is a 2.
Okay.
The second D100 is 59.
59.
Nah.
Goku.
Goku.
Well, that's interesting. Firstly, Mob, as you think how draining that was, a nice, well-made but not necessarily comfortable wooden chair appears for you to sit on. It's perfectly mob-sized.
And what the hell? Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Also, you know that tomorrow will be pleasant weather. You just
Yeah,
know
right.
that
I
as a
don't know
simple
full-
fact of the matter. Tomorrow will be nice weather.
Okay, that's nice. I don't know if we'll live.
That is all.
Good thought to have.
Thanks, Dungeon Master. All right.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm glad we're alive. Okay, what the fuck is this? Are we in Majin Buu? What's going on?
My friends, it is almost done. You have each helped me to repel a part of the hegemony's assault. She is weak. Come to me. We can defeat her together. We can drive out this awful crystal, and we can free Psych City from the hegemony. Please, come to me. The final battle is nigh. You each hear that
Just
in
to,
your heads.
just
Oh,
to
we
double
just
check, we
hear
all
him?
heard the old guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
To
I'm now
triple
just
check, are we prepared for a final battle right now, boys?
I mean, I'm
If-
still.
I'm
kinda-
I'm just gonna test something. Like Vim is gonna just like quickly like give a very light jab. Like he's gonna give a jab to Mob in the arm.
Cool. To what end?
Just like he's testing to see if he's still gonna take damage.
Yes. You do feel a slight, owie on your arm or on, your side, I guess.
Vim is ready.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right, boys.
Well, he would
I
have
don't wanna
been
be
dead,
hasty.
but he would have got burned. Would have been ineffective.
That was
All right,
clever
boys.
thinking, guy.
We gotta be careful on this one, but I don't see any other way of getting out of here.
Let's just get out of here.
Tally ho, let's go.
Vim ready.
As this happens, the fog clears a little, so you can see maybe 3 feet ahead of you now. You see a path moving forward, made of this strange kind of spongy substance you're standing on. It's grey. Occasionally it has a little pulse of light, but that goes away.
I think I know what this is.
You're probably correct. Are you going to follow the path?
Can
yeah,
Vim?
it's-
Yeah,
seems
Vim's gonna
wrinkly.
like just kind of. Vim's just gonna kind of like take like half a second, just kind of sniff this.
It smells like nothing you've ever smelt before. Vaguely meaty, though. Maybe it's food.
Vim's tempted, but Vim is following friends.
Off topic. This is the one time I'm gonna interrupt things. There's this one video for this one YouTube channel I'm kind of obsessed with. His name is Mr. Sausage. He basically just like makes weird fucking sausages, and he once made like a brain sausage for Halloween. And watching the brain go into the like sausage grinder, I'll have to find the video for you guys, is one of the most like mentally like you actually take psychic damage watching it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking psychic damage hearing about it.
Yeah, same.
Yes,
Tastes
you
good, at least.
you advance along what you're pretty sure is a synapsis right now until you arrive in what do you think might be, maybe a frontal cortex? It's a much thicker platform of that same thing. And there you see a Mushana basically ruining a Rapidash in a beam clash. Think very much Palpatine versus Windu. The Mushana is reflecting the energy back onto the Rapidash, who is withering and is in pain as she writhes on the ground. She is also an interesting Rapidash in that her flames are a pinky magenta color, thinking she might be a crossbreed of the two breeds of Rapidash you know to exist.
That's Promethea, I'm assuming.
Help me, you motherfuckers! She screams at you.
That's her voice? Holy shit.
That's her voice when she's in that level of pain.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Very Linda, very original Frieza. Okay, fair enough.
Yes. Meanwhile,
Should Vim...
Morpheus is like, she was weakened every time you were able to resist her and give me strength. You repowered my ego, my id, and my superego. You gave me the strength to overcome her. Now she's on the verge of death. I am holding her down. Finish her, please, and we will be free.
Yeah,
Should
that
Vim...
seems a lot easier said than done.
Should Vim do something?
You're taking any of the effects that you're dishing out right now. If we're gonna use your power, we need to use it for the finishing blow. So we can't afford any mistakes with it. Hold off until then. I can be a good leader sometimes.
Yeah, she's writhing on the ground. She is struggling. She looks like pretty verge of death. You're pretty sure any one of you could probably kill her by the fact that you passed all 3 of the trials.
in that case, Big Vinny
forward immediately.
Yeah, okay, let's Big Vinny beat this bitch.
Yeah, Keta, you
okay.
move forward immediately?
I was going to stand over this, but
You can stand over her.
horse.
She's too weak to do anything about it.
Oh, you're gonna...
I know what I
you're gonna
wanted to
assert
do.
some dominance?
I know what I want to do.
I mean, you might want to do what you want to do quicker, because the moment I'm over to her, she ain't going to be neighing much longer. I'm going to send her to the old...
Oh, I don't need it to be nailing for what I'm gonna do. I just know a way to probably like hurt her beam clash a little bit.
Vim's just ready to like headbutt something at this point, so he's ready.
Well, you know what, Dungeon Master, while she's in this vulnerable state, I'm gonna feline agility over to a speed blitz the hell out of her. I don't care how fast you are. For at least 1 second, I can outspeed you. And then I want to, while she's surprised, I want to night slash the like base of her horn. Cut that motherfucker off.
You're gonna sever her horn? Okay, roll
I'm
to hit.
going for a horn severing.
Yeah, roll to hit with advantage.
Can I? Oh, wait. If he's going for like extra speed, can he springboard off me for like a little extra or something, or a little extra power?
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, give me the assist, baby. Give me the
Go
help,
for
baby.
it. Ooh.
Oh, we don't stack disadvantage or advantage, but you know what? It doesn't matter because that first roll,
Yes.
that was the crit.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19 either way too.
Yeah,
That was the crit, baby. It doesn't even matter.
You sever her horn perfectly. My horn! No!
Snagging that?
Yeah, Yep, I'd add a Rapidash
You know what? Actually,
horn.
that was actually thief.
Yep, add a Rapidash horn to your inventory, dude.
Guys,
For
Thief has
reference,
actually
though-
not failed so far. Thief has not failed to coup de grace enemies so far. Let's keep using Thief.
She's
For reference,
alive.
though,
Yeah.
there is an
fair enough.
alternate universe where we've met her. Just saying.
Yeah, and she
So-
mogged me the entire time.
She
Yeah,
did.
this is not unjustified.
Yeah.
Yes, as you do, take the horn, make sure to write fire / ? type.
Ooh.
Make note of that.
Listen, in either version of this universe, this arc ends with us powering up Cadet. I told you this was gonna happen. Let's fucking go.
Yes, and now Cadet, what would you like to do after you watch her horn being cut off?
He's just going to watch. You said she's in pain. He's just going
She is in
to stand over her
terrible pain,
watching, just quietly for a few seconds.
Cadet, remember all that Gemini has done for you. Kill Morpheus. Kill these two. Set me free.
Thing is, Hegemony ain't ever done anything good for me. I've remembered every single bit of it. So here, take a little bit of payback. And he will just gently engulf his hands in flames. And he's not doing it from a distance. He's going to fire punch down into her face. And he'll keep
Oh,
going
shit.
and going.
I'm gonna throw him
Going.
the fucking horn like they do in Sinners with the.
Throw it here. I am going to beat this horse with my bare.
I'm gonna throw it in so it's like pushed in like a stake, so you can just drive it in and really that's your finishing blow.
Absolutely,
From the background, Vim's gonna say, "Finish it."
Yes. Cadet, roll with advantage.
So that's horrific. 13.
Cool. Cadet, you beat that dead horse. You
Yay.
beat her to death.
Good.
You impale
Not that
her like a
horse.
vampire and flaming fist her face. She is
Narcissist?
dead.
Oh, he doesn't stop.
Yeah, you keep going even after she is dead. Just you see that
yeah.
Morpheus stops making a beam because he doesn't need to anymore. He just watches. Mob and Vim, this is pretty horrifying, all things being equal. Like, Cadet he is literally beating a dead horse here.
It writes itself.
I mean,
Oh, I'm laughing the whole time as well because.
Yeah, I know.
of-
It doesn't seem unjustified to me. I think the bigger question is, did we hear the thing about what the hegemony has done for you?
Yes.
That is. That,
You
yeah,
heard-
I wasn't
you heard
very
it all.
subtle about it.
okay, fair enough. You know what, Vim? Unless you're gonna stop him, I think we sit here and we let him get it out of his system.
Vim has fought his demons today. Vim will not fight his.
Yeah, this is a fucked up day.
Yeah.
This is a really fucked up day.
Yeah.
Cadet, how
It
long?
did when you're too tired to stand. We'll catch you. bud.
Can we like count his beating her up as like a short rest?
I'll say
Not for him.
I'll say not for him, no. But your other two, depends. Cadet, how long would you like to be beating her for?
Good lord.
Until whatever was her face kind of resembles minced meat.
Cool, I'm going to say that would maybe take 15 minutes, so probably not enough for a short rest. But you spend the next
Perfect, yeah.
15 minutes just wailing on until it is just a minced, splattered pile of goo that was once her head.
And he like broke through the skeleton and the skull and everything.
Oh yeah, the skull has been cracked into like powder.
Nice.
I'm gonna make sure that horn isn't left over or destroyed in the process of all that. I feel like we can probably use this for something.
Highs or lows, Mob?
No, I'm going with a low.
Are you sure?
I'll take the high.
The horn is a little dented, but you're able to snatch it out of Cadet's hands when he just starts using it like a club. Like, there's a better use for this.
Ooh, okay, buddy.
Okay, and then whenever he's ready, we're there to help him. Relax. Calm down. However he needs to. I can't say that was unwarranted.
Well, you did it.
Vim is
Prometheus is dead.
It's good done.
did it.
It's Kadan. She's Kadan in.
Oh god.
Damn.
Damn.
You know, we may have beat a dead horse, but it's a shame we didn't get to raw dog it.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I haven't
That
heard
one
that, pal.
that's the first one I have to give you the stank face on, where it's like, come on, bud.
Yeah.
Like,
We still have time to fix it. I don't know. I was so caught up in the emotional drama, I couldn't figure out a place to put a raw dog in there.
Fair enough. But as this happens,
Raw dog and horses.
yes, Morpheus is like, thank you, my friends. You don't know the good you've done here today. Psych City will live because of you. I'll get to see my granddaughter again.
I guess any win against these assholes is a win. This was a hell ride from Jesus. Mew.
Yes, I apologize. You had the unfortunate, journey into my id. Sorry about that. He just says, like, he can't really give you more than that. He's like, look, I'm sorry, but it was kind of necessary to kill her, so thanks. It's
Listen,
kind of
man
his
to man,
vibe.
I understand that was just rough. I can respect the hustle though. I'm ready to collapse.
Well then,
Can't.
why not do it in the home of a friend? With that, the three of you find yourself back in the tower. As it happens, Morpheus's eyes glow as he awakens. You, interlopers, you plotted to take my city, to enslave my daughter and granddaughter. All of you are going to die! And with that, he summons psychic energy down and just kills all the hegemony still there, unfortunately including your shrimish son, Cadet.
No, Gary.
They are all incinerated. You realize Morpheus is very powerful.
I realized that from the start. Yeah.
He honestly destroys like a chunk of the tower that just crumbles into the street because he, sends the lightning through the roof and wall into these guys.
was that Psyshock? What the fuck was that?
That was
terrain?
psychic at its highest form.
Ooh.
He literally used psychic to find the thunder in, like the lightning in the sky, and like
pulled it out of the
down.
sky?
Yes, he literally
That's some
pulled.
Mewtwo shit.
He pulled a bolt of lightning out of the sky.
Fucking
damn.
Omega level Pokemon.
He's very strong.
Wait, Morpheus was
He
right.
did not seem this impressive in the original continuity.
No, he did
No,
not. He did again.
He blew
He's
the
a
fuck up.
Would he be a thunder bringer?
He might be, yes.
I heard the Odysseus.
Oh yeah, you got my Odysseus reference.
Yeah, I did.
So yeah, he then just looks back at you and gives you a grandfatherly smile. Sorry about that. I just really hate the hegemony.
Vim is in awe.
No problem, Mr. Morpheus. We can definitely agree on that one.
Please, come, stay at my home. Get some rest. One thing, if you could do me a small favor, keep my granddaughter indoors until I get back.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
He leads you.
But before you go, you're still keeping your end of the deal, right?
Of course. Once my family is settled, you have my word. I will head to your home. I saw it when we were linked. I know where to go. I will do all I can.
Pickle, can I ask a really fucked up question?
Sure.
How does he look like he could go for another round in the crystal? Like, if he was hit by another crystal, could he theoretically hold it off again like he just did?
He could probably stop himself from being possessed for a time, but he would need
Not
someone.
like he just did.
Like, as in, basically, he would need another set of you guys to, basically get him back out.
He definitely should not be going alone.
Send her him. I'm sure that'll go well. Also, Leto is there.
Heard him. Do you want to fight Morpheus?
Leto's like, no, Herdum's
Leto!
in Kesha. It's like, oh, fucking.
God, you're alive.
Thank God, guys. When you got sucked into that thing, I thought you were dead and I was gonna have to fight the fucking hegemony by myself.
Oh yeah, speaking
Thank
of,
God.
did that little fucking evil toddler Susie Smoochums and that fucking sad slave get incinerated by the psychic too? Did we see that?
Oh yeah.
No, actually, Susie Smoot. Well, actually, highs or lows.
Highs are low.
Roll them high, baby. Roll them high.
I'll let you decide as a
can't make this
collective
call.
if you want.
I can't make this call. I
Decide
made
as
the
a
last one.
team.
I can't make this call.
Decide as a
I
team.
say aye.
Yeah, I can democratically decide. I can't make the call on my own.
Do we want one vote for highs? I bet you, Buster.
Hi.
Okay, 2 votes for
Listen,
highs.
we're all going high. I'll go high. It's a group decision.
Cool. Susie Smooches was gone by the time you came out. You think maybe she bailed?
Fuck.
She's still alive out there somewhere, most likely.
Good.
Antoinette got to live.
We
as
are
well,
all
that
aware
means.
that Smoochum was like pure evil, right? Like I could smell it on her. The same way I can sometimes smell duplicity. I just don't know where it's coming from.
She ain't the best, but I mean, I don't know the positive here.
Oh, actually, no. Wait a minute. I guess I might know where I've been smelling duplicity from. Because what the fuck was Prometheus talking about? You working with the hegemony, bud?
Vim also hear this.
Them?
Kind of giving like a side eye, like a hmm.
You know what? Mob boss mob mode right now. Like
Vim, give him the once over. Like, yeah,
Vim, run around his body and see if he got a gem on him somewhere we ain't found yet.
Vim's gonna kind of scuttle around, like.
give him the pat down.
Kadit, are you allowing this?
He's kind of he was probably a bit like glazy-eyed. He's clocked in a little bit. I don't know what you heard. Yeah, I have a relationship with the hegemony. Not that that's any of your concern, but working with them, really? Do you expect that little of me?
Technically, she never said working for them. She said all the hegemony has
Exactly.
done for you. Is what she said.
Yeah. I worded that wrong. All they've been doing for you. I'm being sure because, these guys are kind of scummy like that.
I mean, you just watched me kill one of them, right?
I did. I did. It's just, the hegemony don't go out of their way to help a lot of people.
Well, it's not very often someone's got the nuts to talk to them the way I do.
And the way we do.
Sure.
Vim is going to make eye contact with Cadet, stare at him, getting his attention, and it's going to say, You bug or not?
In bug type, he'll respond, I am bug, you know this. Look, and he'll swap back to normal type. If you really, really need to know, the illness that my brother's been afflicted with, so far only the hegemony have been able to provide answers. They're the ones I'm sending money to keep him alive, to keep him safe. I'm not happy working with these assholes, but they're keeping him alive, and they're trying to find a cure. So as far as I'm
You couldn't
concerned,
have just told us that in the first damn place. I keep telling you, there's nothing you're gonna ask me for. I ain't gonna be able to give you, little brother. Jesus Christ. Hey.
I mean, coming out and openly saying I work with what amounts to Nazis ain't really a strong opening.
Well, I mean, most people we meet, I introduce by saying I used to be in the mob. So I mean,
well, you got
not
your
the
thing,
exact same, caliber of organization. Even though I don't know what these Nazis you speak of are, but.
Yes, you do
Chainsaw
not see...
Man actually ate the concept of those in this universe. You see, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah,
Vim has much
That-
blood on his hands. Vim will get much more.
yeah, I've dipped my claws in the red ledger too.
And with that
Love
moment
him.
of brotherhood, you are led to a place where you can rest, unless there is more you'd like to say on this.
No. Stop
I
before
don't
the
have to say it out loud because I'm sure Kadid's probably thought about it. But I mean, the concept of this does make mob, consider, only the hegemony able to provide treatment for it. Probably because they're behind it.
Interesting idea. But yes,
That is
you
an
are,
interesting idea. I don't know.
you were led to a place where Kadid, you know the Mushana and the Moon are here, because you saw them in the portraits. It is Morpheus's daughter and grandchild. They are happy to see Morpheus. Oh, I should mention, the sky has returned to normal. The weirdness has ended. But the link... Yes, Kadid, you can stop laughing. Vim, you still have minor ESP, and Mob, you are still colorblind.
Come on, man.
Kadid, you also have bug armor. That still exists.
Yeah.
Looking sharp.
Yep, yes, you are welcomed into the home and told to rest. While Morpheus says he just has something he needs to deal with, but he'll be back soon. He just needs to get something he forgot. Everyone make perception checks, as you were brought in for some tea.
Ooh, awful.
We got to make deception checks.
Perception,
Perception.
yes. Also,
Perception.
I also rolled horribly. I have a 4 + 5 for 9.
Nat 20.
haha, Vim, that's great.
At least one of us time again.
What, you get Cadet?
7.
Cool. Mob and Cadet, you're just enjoying the tea, making idle conversation. Vim, through your bug senses and vibrations, you hear all the dark types outside the city begging for their lives, and none of it being granted.
Vim just kind of snickers. Just
Yes. Morpheus is just
That's
doing a massacre right now. They threatened his child and grandchild. He's going to kill
that's
all
so funny,
of them.
Bim. You enjoying the tea, bud?
Vim just had a funny thought.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
About an hour later, Morpheus comes back, looking as placid as ever. Well, my friends, I think the roads should be clear for you for the time being. But you are welcome to stay the night here if you would like.
What about
Vim's
our
gonna
deal?
Vim's gonna just kind of say, "We are safe."
Yes, you are, and of course I will set out at first light tomorrow. You have my word, Vim. I mean, get it? Just let me see that my family is settled. That's all I need to do. This was harrowing for us all.
First light.
First light, I promise.
Cat it will give a nod.
You spend a pleasant evening, This young Moona, she is full of energy. She wants you to play and play, even though you've just had an awful time. But, she's very nice.
Yeah.
You can see, she's, missing one of her teeth, like front teeth, where it's been cracked. Catted, that's because she fell and hit her face the first time Morpheus looked after her. He still feels terrible about it. But, she's a happy child. Are you?
I think it took making this kid to realize that Rai was actually a very manageable kid.
Yes, Rai was very manageable compared to this little ball of energy. Also,
Vim wants to kind of match her energy.
okay, you get to play Psych Ball with her, which is basically her using psychic moves to throw balls at you, and she expects you to be able to psychically throw them back. You cannot. She's confused by
Vim
that.
he's ready to catch, but it's like keeps getting hit with it, but it's again.
She finds it funny. She laughs, though she is confused why you're not using your psychic abilities. Because,
Technically,
you do have a psychic ability, just not one that'll help you here.
yeah. Do I still have my big gash in my head?
Yes, you do still have the gash in your head. Are you all going to rest?
Yeah. After a while,
yeah, I'm passing out.
I
Cool.
mean,
Get it? Yes.
is it optimistic to go see if the Pelipper post is still running at this hour?
Sure, you can go investigate if you'd like. Sure.
Oh fuck! Wait, yeah, this is a city. I have so much fucking money on me. I'm going to a TM shop.
Okay.
And the post office.
Unfortunately, thankfully, the daycare is still screaming. Someone needs to kill the daycare sign.
I'll kill the daycare sign on my way. I'm telling Morpheus I'm killing the daycare sign for him.
He thanks you.
Can I get healed? Like, they just heal that gash in my head. Vim should not have an open head wound right now.
Morpheus says
We've
you
at
can
least
sleep it
short
off.
rested by now, so yeah.
You can have short rested, Okay, it is, it's coming on to evening, but, highs or lows mob to see whether the TM shop is still functional / open / wasn't sent to another dimension.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. That is a big hazard for a business. I'll take a low this time.
Hello?
I said I'll take a low this time. I was saying that's a big hazard for
Oh,
a business.
yes, I was just confirming you wanted a low.
Yeah.
Cool. Unfortunately, the TM shop has indeed been sent to another dimension.
Most insurance doesn't cover that.
Also,
That's unfortunate.
the one making the claim was also presumably in the shop, so won't be making that claim.
That's true. Yeah, they gotta go through a whole new provider.
Okay, you know what? I don't want to leave it to maybe in like the result in like psychic movement. Maybe some TMs got like thrown out of the building or something. Can I do a little investigation?
highs
See,
or
like, maybe
lows?
somewhere on the ground.
Highs or
I'll
lows?
take the last was a low, right? I called low on the last, so I'm gonna take a high this time.
You find a magical leaf TM has been buried somewhere in the pavement. From the weird little feathery dust around bits of it, you think it briefly grew wings, but then stopped having them just as quickly and landed in the road.
Poor thing. We'll get you a new home in somebody's stomach, because apparently we have to eat these things to learn the moves from. That was established last time. Don't question me on this. I'll dig that up and
the way you
I'll dig that up. Yeah, we can shift focus from me after that.
The way you gain TM's move is you have to eat it, because it is a tasty machine. But yes,
Tasty machine. I forgot.
That pun wasn't in the original one, so that's worth.
I think I did say that.
you did. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I did. Sounds
it was-
something I'd say.
Yes, it was an ace line. TM stands for tasty machine.
Tasty machine.
Yeah, so you have found one tasty machine of magical leaf.
Yeah, I'll stow that.
Meanwhile, Cadet, you would like to go to the post office? Highs or lows as to whether
Yeah.
your thing has had some sort of horrific fate occur to it?
Oh, I'm gonna say hi.
Let me just tell you something just now.
5.
I got either 1 or 20.
God damn it! That means it's probably a 1. I'm gonna go low.
Low?
The gut.
Yeah.
The postal shop is completely untouched. You think maybe nothing weird at all happened. It is just there, You see
Okay.
a squavert working the shop like, what happened out there?
Black Friday sales, from what I understand.
Consumerism. It'll be the death of us all.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad. I was hoping to send some mail with a parcel.
Yeah, sure, bud. Now that bubble's gone, sure, pal. What do you want?
Right, and that it will put into just a container 3k worth of his 3k gold.
Yep,
I suppose,
3K, yeah.
$20.
Are you gonna want anything from it specifically? Do you want 2 phone calls? Do you want...
He wants to request 1.
Okay.
The other 2k is going towards just the ultimate fund.
Okay.
Can he does he get to choose who he calls? I forgot.
Well, initially does, though first. Well, hello, cadet. You called?
Oh, hey. How you doing? It's nice to hear your voice again. Where'd you go? We were really excited to catch back up with you.
Oh, I'm certain you were. But I ain't fucking standing around to get nuked by fucking thunder, am I?
At least you're out alright.
Yeah, and now you want my help, don't you? After killing Promethea of all things. Should I give him help, Antoinette? She's obviously just fucking with you. She doesn't care what Antoinette has to say. She's just trying to make you upset.
I did help you, and have you really got any proof of what I did to Promethea?
Oh, she's fucking dead, ain't she? And you're not. I think that's pretty good proof. I know that the bosses will think so.
Blame it on Mob.
What? God damn. Just in my ear. It's like he's not even here. Look,
I don't believe it is bad luck as it's coming.
Look, I'd like to believe you that after I saved you, we can call it even.
Okay. She sounds like she's got a malicious ring to her voice as she says that.
Look, if you need more money, I can send more money.
I don't care about money. Why would I care about money? But who you want to call? We can pick this up later.
Can I speak to my brother?
Your brother?
I know he might not be able to hear anything. But
Okay. If you won't waste your call, okay.
thanks.
She no longer becomes the primary focus in your head. You can basically hear your brother's slow breathing in his state.
It's nice to be able to talk to you again. It's been a while, and I wasn't even really sure who I could call and who I wanted to talk to. But I just needed to speak to you, I guess. Maybe part of me's hoping I'll hear your voice or something, but someone said something to me, things to say about everything I've done. Dad would tell me I'm doing the right thing for a good cause. Mom would be hysterical, knowing some of the shit I've done. And sister would play both sides, just give me the most logical answer. That's what she always does. You would tell me that I'm unethical and I've gone too far, and I really did try to do things the way you would have wanted me to do them. Do things the way that you would have done them. I set a line for myself, a line I wouldn't cross, and every time I turn around, that line seems to be further and further back than it was the day before, to the point I'm considering doing something to really hurt a friend of mine, and all for the favour of a group who put you in this position, all for the favour of people who hurt us and would kill me if I stepped out of line. I guess I just want you to tell me I'm in the wrong, or to tell me I'm in the right, or to tell me that I'm doing something, because I miss you. Knowing I'm keeping everyone safe at home is the only thing keeping me going. I made some friends that remind me a lot of you, big bro, and I'm going to try my best to make sure you wake up one day. Don't go anywhere, because I want you to wake up and what I've done. You can cut the line, Sydney. I know you're still in here. I got everything off my chest.
She cuts the line. You are yourself alone in your head once more.
Cat, will go for a stroll, and just be alone for a little bit.
Fair enough. Vim, would you like to do anything beyond playing with the little Muna?
Vim, since he's here, can he kind of just maybe like chat with Morpheus, like especially since like, you know, he can speak I assume he can communicate telepathically. Can he just chat with Morpheus for a second?
He can. Morpheus was in the middle of a deep conversation with Leto, but he is willing, if you need him, he'll, break off his conversation with Leto. Something about Leto seems to have interested him greatly. He's like, what can I do for you, my friend?
He just wants to kind of inquire a little bit about it, since assumedly he was there in the dream. Just, he wants to, Vim, so, you see what Vim is capable of, what Vim has done.
Vim, my friend, that was not a memory, that was a dream. You did not kill the ones you love. Do not fear that, my small friend. He pats you gently like a grandfather would. That was not you.
Do you think Vim is strong enough to achieve his goal?
He gives you a look like, may I reach into your mind to fully understand your goal? He doesn't want to psychically probe you without your permission.
With what little psychic understanding Vim has, his mind is open.
Cool. He enters briefly and examines. I believe that, as it stands now, I'm sorry, but you are not. Though in time, perhaps, through hard work and teamwork, you could be. I do believe that one day you will be able to move mountains, Vim. Though for now, you are still but a man. I'm sorry, but I feel it would be an injustice to lie to you.
It's okay. Vim will get stronger. Vim needs to get stronger.
Yes. He nods.
Vim just kind of goes back to chilling, just thinking about that.
Cool. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before we rest for the evening?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Damn drag races. You rest for the evening, and at first light, is anyone waking at first light? I should clarify.
Yes, Cadet is waking at first light.
Cool, Cadet. You wake at first light, and as you tiptoe downstairs, you see Morpheus, kiss the head of his daughter and granddaughter, and depart with a cloak wrapped around himself. He has kept his word. He hasn't made a big song and dance about it for you. He's just done the honourable thing and kept his promise.
Cadet will just nod at that sight and return to wait for the others to wake up.
When would Mob and Vim like to wake up?
I'll yawn and stretch around this time and get up and greet her up and wake.
Let me clarify. When
Is,
would Vim like to wake up?
When is his granddaughter up?
She was woken at first light so that she could say goodbye to Grandpa, because she may not see him again for a long time.
Vim probably popped up whenever he heard her, because Vim just wants to be up and are doing stuff. He's
Sure.
The smallest little thing would be like, oh yeah,
She's
let's
crying.
do that. That was fun.
She's crying because she doesn't understand why Grandpa has to go away.
And Vim is just sort of hanging close and just trying to keep her distracted, or at least a little happy, or just Vim knows what's about to happen.
Vim, our roll, let's say performance, let's call this.
Oh, I don't think I've ever rolled a performance yet. Will a 15 do anything?
Yeah, you moderately cheer up. She's laughing again before too long. She's still sad, but she's not dwelling. You're being a good distraction.
Yay!
And Mob, you don't wake up in your bed. You wake up in the distortion world.
Hey, come on, man. I thought I had a little longer before I was going to hell.
Mob.
Yeah, that's the real guy, isn't it? He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yep. A voice rumbles through all of space.
Greetings, your exalted necrotic one. It's an honor to meet you, Lord Giratina.
Is it? Why did you disrespect me, Mob? I thought you understood the value of respect.
I certainly do, your lordship. I meant no disrespect when I assumed your form falsely. It was
And claimed
kind of a
yourself
crazy
as
situation.
me?
Yeah, that was certainly an overstepping of boundaries. I won't deny that. But
Yes, it was.
Lord Giratina, I thank you for lending me your power in whatever way you did, even if it wasn't necessarily consensual or asked for. It got me out of some tough spots and helped me and my brothers through something. So I'm grateful nonetheless, and I don't really regret it all that much. But I'm remorseful.
He looks ponderous. Would you say my power helped against the hegemony?
Yeah, I would. And which is funny, because they were really smug about the whole thing, talking about false gods and all this kind of bullshit, Toro shit.
Giratina chuckles a little. It pleases him that he was able to help in the fight against the hegemony. Good. Do you know who I am, Mob?
Not properly, Lord Giratina. I didn't get all that good of a religious education in the higher ranks of the Poke world.
Good, because the story folk tell of me and what I am are far from the same.
Oh yeah, no, I did hear that one crazy theory about that Mew is gonna fight your son, your Voltal or something on Earth at some point after some kind of thing, and like half the Pokemon in the world are gonna get like sent. It's a crazy fucking story.
It's nonsense. He just says very casually.
Yeah, I heard that one, but it's it's what it is.
Mob, I am not the devil those around your world believe I am. I'm just a different type of god.
And I suppose now I should start believing in gods. Okay, it's lesson learned, Lord Giratina. Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you shan't forget it. I'll be keeping my eye on you from now on.
What now?
With that, you awaken with a terrible pain in your left eye, Mob.
Ow, 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 what the fuck? Oh my god.
Vim and Kadid, you can hear
I
that.
think I had a stroke in something, a blood vessel blew or something. This hurts. Okay, this is too much stress.
Leto, who is sleeping beside you, wakes up. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucking shit.
What is it?
Oh, hey, Jay, I don't know if I should be the one to tell you this, Mob, but, you're always fucked. Like,
It
proper
hurts
fucked.
like hell. Is it? I assume it's inflamed.
Oh,
is that
no,
big ass eyelash and shit.
It's fucking black, dude.
What?
Well, you know how eyes are mostly white?
Uh-huh.
Well, yours is black, like it's, I don't know, fucking rotted or some shit. It's real bad, man.
Kind of like Giratina's.
Yeah, actually, with the new red pupil, yeah, I'd say that's a really, really fucking apt analogy there, pal.
Oh no.
You now realize he wasn't being metaphorical when he said, I'll keep my eye on you.
And this is why I'm the bad luck variant.
Yeah, I believe it. That's, I don't know, is that a curse? Is that a blessing? like?
Let's see. I'll accept this curse with the knowledge that it'll one day become a blessing. How about that?
Speaking of
Oh my
curses and
God,
blessings, Mob, take +2, I believe it was, to all intimidation checks and -2 to all persuasion checks from now on. While
We
your
also
eye,
threw some in a
while
religion,
your eye
I
is in
believe.
view, you can have an extra +1 to religion because you're now 1% god.
I mean, 1% religious, we'll say.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm recognizing.
Yes,
Yeah.
while your eye is in view, you take, as I said, +2 to intimidation, but -2 to persuasion, because you are just, it is unnerving to look at the eye of Giratina in your head.
Do we need to get him an eye patch now?
Might be wise.
And just close it like Zoro. Put a scratch over or something.
Might also be
people
wise.
think I lost.
Just do a full Kakashi.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna scratch over my eye.
Intentionally scratching his eye.
But yes,
I don't have to roll to hit. I'm just gonna roll the damage.
you're genuinely giving yourself a Kakashi scar.
Yeah, I'm gonna genuinely give myself so I can like close the eye. Nobody will like look at me crazy.
Cool. Roll
Commit
damage.
to the bit.
Roll damage with.
D8. That's a 6.
Cool. Take 6 off your full health. And yes,
Can we like just kind of bust in and be like, what, like in the middle of this and be like,
you,
what the?
you can enter and just see Mob mutilating himself.
I close the eye before they see it. I
Why?
slip while putting my contact in.
Roll deception with disadvantage, because that's such a bad lie.
Come on, that's amazing. That's amazing, Pickle. You know it.
I know
You
that's
know what? It
upstairs.
doesn't matter because that's a 19 plus my 6 in deception for a dirty 25.
Honestly, why would Mob lie, Vim? Why would Mob lie?
I have famously bad eyesight.
I have a question. I've been inside of Mob's body.
No, excuse me. I was looking at the wrong sheet. That's I have a plus 5 in deception at this level.
Still, yeah, enough. Yeah, why would Mob lie, Vim?
Yeah, I have famously bad eyesight though.
Cadid, you know he doesn't wear contacts.
Vim wouldn't know that.
You've been in his body.
Is it-
But by the same token, why would Mob lie? Honestly, you think maybe he's doing it to fix the color blindness. Maybe he got Morpheus to give him contacts last night and he is just bad at putting them in.
Yeah, I'm real clumsy, boys. My famously low dexterity.
You gotta do something about that. Vim can't help
should.
that. Vim
Yeah,
can't
you're
help
right,
you.
You're right.
I don't even have fingers to offer up help, so you're on your own a little bit.
Yeah, not that. Thanks
just-
for the
we're
vote
just like-
of confidence, boys.
We're just like,
Hold-
like,
Holding
we're
his
just
shit
like,
down.
dude, whatever. Just whatever at this point, dude. Just do whatever you want.
Yeah, just
Yeah, man, sure. Yeah,
bleeding
yeah.
profusely from this scar.
yeah. I don't want you knowing I'm possessed by the devil.
He's not
I mean,
the
I can
devil.
lie
He
and
just
call
got
him
mad at you for calling him the devil.
I mean, patron saint of rebels and
You don't know that's what he is.
resistance,
You don't
such as the famed Lightbringer from the actual fucking Christian mythology.
You don't know that's what he is.
Listen, he doesn't have to say it. We vibe together.
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Fair enough. But yes, with
I should have
that,
offered Giratina Purloin Nip as a fucking offering. Damn it!
probably should
You want
have.
to blaze it with Giratina?
Exactly. Get blazed with Giratina.
Who wouldn't want? Come on, man. Come on, man.
That would have been pretty rad.
Talk about like hunting a shaman for no reason. Like, yeah, come on.
You don't mean to be a fire type to have blaze.
Honestly, that's probably the slogan of, some brand of Purloin Nip. Probably Torracat brand Purloin Nip.
My
Shit,
word.
awesome. I love that.
But yes, with that, you guys have a hearty breakfast and then get back on the road because you still have to get to Marshtown, remember?
That's right. We had a mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on a mission. Unfortunately, you don't get paid because when you get out, you see that all the dark types have been massacred. They've just been piled.
Oh no!
Yeah, they've just been piled in a
That
pile.
Vim's just gonna like
that
point and say.
sneeze
Vim's
like
just point.
flirted with.
Yeah, she's dead.
How
Vim's just
tragic.
gonna point. Vim's gonna just point at a random guy in the pile and be like, he cried a lot.
Yeah,
He did.
let's get the fuck out of here, boys.
He cried and wept and begged.
Yeah, it's very hard to be sympathetic about this. These guys are hegemony. Let's go.
Because honestly, there's a little sign there that just says hegemony scum.
Ooh.
Yeah, it says.
Do-
Yeah, it says hegemony scum keep out.
That ain't a sign. I don't know what it is.
Let them act as a warning to the rest of them.
Speaking of, you said we don't get paid, but like, wasn't the thing we were originally looking for, or we made a deal with them? Was it a physical item like the pass, or?
Oh
was it more
yeah,
of
no, there was like an extra bit of cigarette.
There was. Are you really gonna try and dig through a corpse pile to find that?
Am I really an
It
arthropod who will dig
Wait a
the
minute.
corpse?
Wait a minute. Cadet would. So I mean,
Depends. Does Cadet
I'm
want
just saying.
Vim will do a little
Cadet would do it.
investigation.
It's 500 Poké dollars because in the alternate timeline it got like fucking quadrupled as like part of the concessions. So it's not even really worth it all that much. But yeah, I think it's the only thing here. That in the past, but I don't even know if the pass is here.
Yeah, I still will like to sniff that out with my. Can I use? I don't know. I guess
Say investigation would be the most logical one. Investigation.
Yeah, I'll help
You're
them
investigating.
investigate for the past.
Cool. Then roll with
Okay.
advantage.
Because they're all dead.
That's a vampire.
That is. I'm gonna get a 30-13.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. You just smell corpses. They smell tasty,
What
but
about
corpses.
Well, that's
If
disappointing.
we use my roll,
What?
we might get it.
Oh, can you use his roll?
You want to investigate?
I got a 15 plus 2 for a 17.
Unfortunately, you just see disgusting corpses.
And yeah, it's probably not here, bud.
Wow, Vim's thankfully full. So
And I know
we
I don't have a
really-
nose, but it doesn't smell the best around here.
It does not.
Well, Vim is
Yes.
ready to move along.
Your leader's like, yeah, I also don't really like being around all these corpses. They smell bad and also remind me of Fallen Castle's dungeons.
Oh yeah, you probably have trauma about that. All right, let's see if my mental map is correct. Next stop on the trail should be Lito's home, right?
Yeah, my home, Sun City. Yeah, it's on the way.
Yeah, maybe their TM shop has interdimensional transportation insurance.
Maybe. We don't know, or maybe they just.
We'll see.
Oh, I don't know, man. I just glad to be out of this fucking city. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, it was pretty weird back there. I as funny as it is, I found myself looking up and actually praying to whatever God's willing to help back there. Ma was about to say that felt silly, but then his eye ached.
Yes, it did. Just ba-bump. Just in your head.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
And that is where we will leave this session of Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragon Types. Thank you so much for playing. I have been Pickled Dill, and with me I have had the Storybuster as...
Cadet, the shark cadet. I beat a horse.
Plus as...
Mop the one-eyed ghoul. My bad.
Ace the Windrider as...
Vim, the ever triumphing, strong bug of a Wimpod.
Yes, and speaking of strong, you're all going to get a bit stronger, because you are now all earning a level up for your endeavors in Psych City.
Yes.
I already have
Finally.
the ready and everything.
Yeah, we're ready. We are so ready.
And with that, we will leave you. Bye-bye.
See you, friends.
Welcome to camp, Lieutenant! These are the words the ferret sentry barks as he snaps to attention. A pointless waste of time and effort, as Mascus does not require a subordinate to inform him where he is any more than he requires a greeting. After all, he is not here to socialize. He is here to correct Promethea's many mistakes. Nonetheless, he does give the sentry a nod, as such a gesture from a higher-up can improve morale and subsequently increase battle performance by 0.02%. A small margin admittedly, though one worth gaining when the cost is a mere tilt of his head. However, this only causes the nervous normal type to look more perturbed, and while the odds that this is just because he is in the presence of a superior are not insignificant at 32%, the more probable cause at 68% likelihood is because now he is close enough to see his eyes. As is standard for Mascus' species, his right one is a bright crimson, though the other had been replaced with the opalescent majesty of his gift. This placement had been a deliberate choice made by him upon his ascension into the ranks of the gifted, as he had wanted to make it apparent that he was not a conscript. He willingly chose to serve the hegemony. In fact, he had been among the first to do so, something that in a lesser being might have been a point of pride, though he does not operate on such things. He operates on probability and data. As a result, when the hegemony had first appeared, he had run the calculations 120,891,997 times and invariably reached the same result. Their victory is inevitable, and they will conquer the world. So logically, it was better to join early, and of his own volition than to be made to join as one of the vanquished, since this way he could use his skills to bring peace and order to a discordant world. When they had met face to face, with this too being a rare honor that many would be proud of, the hegemony had appreciated this logic, and in turn, he had appreciated his new master's scope of vision, serving loyally, even if his work was often overlooked, since while yes it had been Nath who had exterminated the Clefairy and won the glory, it had been he who devised the battle plan, and ensured everything went accordingly. Likewise, he had overseen their victories in Arborville and Dewdrop City, though in those cases he had played a more active role, as while he prefers to use his mind over his might, he is by no means lacking in raw power. Returning to the present, Maskus concludes that this interaction with the Furret is at an end, and so takes his leave and proceeds into the camp proper, all the while his red eye scans everything, assessing what he will permit to remain and what must be removed. The unsanctioned game of Backer may stay, as while there is a 13% chance of a legionary being injured in play, there is an 82% chance that the physical activity will increase their stamina, speed, and coordination. That is acceptable. In contrast, the Pechaberry Cobbler he sees several soldiers consuming is high in sugar, reducing the likelihood of proper sleep when served in the evenings, with the biscuit component being calorically dense, which means a 47% chance of making his subordinates sluggish come morning if their slow digestion is not fully converted into energy. Unacceptable. Dessert will be suspended indefinitely. If he were one for humor, he might have wryly thought that Kaikuma would not take this news well, though instead his mind is already on more productive matters, such as finding the lumbering menace who he has come to consider his one friend, illogical though it may be. Knowing Kaikuma's proclivities and behavioral patterns, it is not difficult to track him to the mess area, which has impractically been erected in the middle of camp where a tactical command center should be instead. This will have to change, though it is not so imperative that he must deviate from his current objective to resolve it now. Instead, he lowers himself to sit at one of the tables, while across from him, Kaikuma does not look up from his own cobbler. Though this is not to say that he does not acknowledge his comrade, he simply does not bother with affectations to show that he knows something that is apparent to both of them. Furthermore, he does not mince words, directly asking why Maskus has come all the way from his usual posting, with his forthrightness being one of the things the lieutenant likes best about the stoic Snorlax, as it eliminates the need for pointless pageantry and allows them to get down to business. Paying this back with equal respect, Maskus informs his friend that in the wake of Nath's death, he has been promoted to the rank of lieutenant and given command of this legion, or at least what is left of it after the Psych City incident. Further to his credit, Kaikuma does not waste time with needless platitudes like congratulations or even you must be pleased, instead moving directly to, and what do you require of me, Lieutenant? Once more matching him, Maskus states that firstly he wishes for Kaikuma to accept a promotion to sub-lieutenant and to serve as his second in command within this legion, a request the normal type agrees to with a curt nod, and secondly, he is to take command of the main force and begin marching them towards Sun City, as the hegemony has determined that it is past time their profaned golden chapel be demolished. Knowing his old friend well, Kaikuma does not ask what Maskus intends to do in the meantime, as he has no doubt already run every calculation and determined what his most optimal next step will be, though he does have one question for the Steel type. If Sun City refuses to yield and battle does break out, what is the probability that he, Kaikuma, will die, since he is also certain the lieutenant has run that particular calculation? Still in his upfront voice, Maskus replies, 8%, less than it was during the capture of Arborville and the Battle of the Bridge, to which Kaikuma dryly asks if this is his attempted reassurance. However, this is met with a flat no, as it was simply a statement of fact, a claim that makes the blue-green Goliath chuckle slightly, as he should have expected nothing less from a cold-hearted machine like Maskus. This is perhaps the lieutenant's least favourite of Kaikuma's qualities, his occasional propensity to make jokes, as they are unnecessary and he is not particularly good at it. Nonetheless, to chide him would also be a waste of time, and if his feelings are sufficiently hurt, it could make him less of an asset in what is to come. Consequently, Maskus does not bring it up, instead simply informing Kaikuma that he is dismissed, though he expects him to begin his march at sunrise. In a stoic voice, the normal type acknowledges these orders, rising to his feet and trundling away, while following suit, the steely lieutenant sets about his own duties, as there are several things he has marked as critical that must be completed before he can rest for the night. Most importantly, he must assess several promising legionaries under Kaikuma's command to determine which one of them he will assign a special role to in the coming invasion, since the odds of Sun City surrendering peacefully is a rather low 11%. Secondly, he must inspect the camp's defenses and make the appropriate adjustments, since even though they'll be moving out in the morning, complacency is both illogical and deleterious. And finally, he must pass judgment on a pair of captives who were apprehended earlier today. Choosing to do this last job first as it will be the least time consuming, the lieutenant enters the prison tent, where a Smoochum and Vanny sit together. From reports, they were seen deserting their posts in Psych City shortly after Promethea's death, with this being suspicious as they were the only hegemony agents to leave the city alive. When she catches sight of his eyes, the Smoochum immediately breaks, begging for mercy since it wasn't her fault that she had to run, and protesting that she has information valuable enough to be worth her life. Assessing the probability of this being a lie at 98%, Maskus concludes that she is almost certainly stolen, though if such information does truly exist, it would be unwise to let her die with the smaller psychic type in order to save a couple of seconds. As a result, he instructs her to speak, with a Smoochum gleefully claiming that she knows the location of a member of a forbidden species, a Gotharita named Leto. This actually manages to surprise the new lieutenant, as Leto is an extremely high-value target for the hegemony, both as a forbidden species like she'd said, and as a renowned heretic of unknown power. If this tiny pink Pokemon can give him information that will lead to Leto's capture, then that is indeed worth her life, a fact he states before instructing her to tell him where he is. At once, the Smoochum's terror leeches away, leaving behind malicious amusement as she cackles out 3 words Maskus does not believe he has ever heard be used in conjunction before, with organization missing no.